What is up, my Red Revolution family? It is your boy Deuces. I am back. Thank you, guys. I'm back again today with a video from Psychobabble once again. So I guess he was on Zab Girl's podcast. I didn't even know this guy was actually on her podcast. So he goes on her podcast and gives his theory about how the car entered the water and how it rolled and everything else about that car. But then he goes on to just not like what Zab Girl has to say whenever AWP was actually interviewed. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this video with you guys. I'm not gonna play all this video, so if you guys want to see all of it, you'll have to go to Zab Girl's channel and see all of it as well. But anyways, if I play all this video, it just drags on the same stuff that we have seen before, guys. That's the reason why I'm not gonna do it. The pinpoint spots I actually wanted to show you guys that, well, Psychobabble is on his rampage once again. He goes on to call Zab Girl something that I would never ever expect him to say, because he took up for Xana May. Whenever Ryan Upchurch did the stuff that he actually said to Xana May, it's actually totally wrong what Psychobabble goes on to say to Zab Girl. Anyways, guys, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video.
If you're already off center by this much and you jerk the wheel to the left, phew, you're going to roll, baby. Okay. And I believe she was headed towards that water at normal driving speed, noticed that she was about to hit water and she was already on that steep bank coming at a sort of a 45-degree angle. That's the way that road would have sort of pointed you. And when she noticed that she was about to hit the water, she jerked the wheel. The car flipped. It hit the water. The windows were down, and it sunk in less than 10 seconds. And that's what I went on to say on this podcast. And Zab Girl tried to put words in my mouth that I never said. And she tried to take words out of my mouth that I did say. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because then a few days later, she did this shit. Okay. And this.
Okay, so before we go into this video, pay attention to how Zab Girl, whenever Zab Girl explains herself, she does not know who Psychobabble is. First off, all she knows is he came on her podcast and said that he was a mechanic and specialized in the type of vehicle that the make of the vehicle that Kylie Rodney owned. So that's all Zab Girl's going after at this point. Mind you, at this point in time right here, Psychobabble has a problem with Zab Girl anyways, because Ryan Upchurch was on her panel and they discussed a whole bunch of stuff that, well, it's really somebody's thoughts. It's what it is. So, and I've made videos on that too, guys. Should we hate people's thoughts? Should we look over each other? Should we think about whether thoughts are right and thoughts are wrong? Because that's what makes us different, is sharing our thoughts with each other. You know, it's just like Psychobabble continuing on this rampage about demanding people to try to do stuff, well, to actually make himself look good. So he's going towards a female once again, and I'm here to prove my point with this, because he goes towards his female once again and tries to, well, belittle her and force her as an apology. Anyways, guys, here's proof for yourself. Let's continue to watch it.
Really was low class. I'll have you know, Zab Girl, one of the lowest class things I've ever seen anybody do, just the virtue signal to a celebrity. But she did it, and it was low down and dirty and just crappy thing to try to do, is to impugn my character to save your precious Ryan. So listen to her. Just listen to this disgusting shit.
We had a guy on a couple days ago, and I disagreed with what he was saying, but I just want to ask you. He was saying that it was flipped this way and that the front was closer.
Never said the front was facing the other way, you bitch.
Outwards, right?
Okay, so let me get this right. What we just heard was actually what Ryan Upchurch called Xana May. And you was gonna make Xana May apologize, or you brought up this whole ordeal about trying to sue people, trying to do all this other stuff, trying lying to people on people and trying to get channels taken down because it all started because somebody called somebody a bitch. So let me go on further to say that you just did the same thing to Zab Girl, which has not done nothing wrong to you, but she said she lied. So that brings us to the other fact that Ryan Upchurch said the same thing to Zanime because Zanime lied. Because Zanime went on to say that Creek Squad actually said that Ryan Upchurch said that that Zanime buried her dog at the reservoir. So that's what the whole confrontation was about. The reason why Ryan Upchurch called Zanime that word. So you go on here to say it to Zab Girl. Does that give you the right to say this to Zab Girl? So what is the consequences here? You gonna do the same thing that you did that wanted to be done to other people? Does this bring your head to the right spot and not care about what everybody else thinks? Because I guarantee you when Zab Girl seen this, she probably was hurt by it because you are disrespecting a female once again, my friend, and I don't think it's cool at all. So, without further ado, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Never
Am I
said that.
saying that right? Okay. So it had to have went. It couldn't have flipped like this because okay.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna flip it like that.
Yeah,
I mean
because
that would yeah.
he was like he said he was an expert, like a Honda expert or something, and I was like, that doesn't even make sense because that's not even the.
I said I was a Honda expert or something. No, Zab Girl, I was very clear. I was very, 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 very clear that I was a 39-year experienced mechanic, and I worked as a service manager for a Honda dealership for quite a while.
And now, mind you, AWP is the one that recovered the vehicle. Okay? But they don't, supposedly, Psychobabble says that AWP doesn't know how the vehicle actually was in the water. But yet, they was the one that actually recovered the car. So it goes to show you that if you do not agree with Psychobabble, that, well, your analogy and your expertise is out the window. His expertise and his analogy is the only one that matters at that point. Does this make sense? It does not make sense because now we go further to listen to this guy do nothing but sulk on himself. And, well, he wanted apologies from everybody else because he said that he was right the way Kylie Rodney's car entered the water. If you guys seen on my channel, I have actually a video of, well, what we think was Kylie Rodney's car going into the water. Not 100% sure, that has not been proven, but it is a car that looks to be going into the water around that same time. So, Psychobabble, you are not 100% correct about what you say, nor are you 100% about your facts. You do not know how that car went in the water, and you do not know if that car flipped to go inside the water. AWP is the one that retrieved the car. But wait. Oh yeah, back to you calling Zab Girl a bitch. Why would you go on your show right now and go to call her a bitch for? That's very disrespectful. And then you go on look further in this video demanding her to actually owe you an apology. But anyways, guys, let's see it for yourself. Let's continue.
2 times in my career. Worked as a service manager at a Honda dealership. Company I worked for sent me some other place. I was there for a while, and then they sent me back there again. So I was in that role 2 times there throughout my career. Girl, I never said that the front of the car was facing the bank. Never said that. And Doug from Adventures with Purpose, you wouldn't know how the hell that car hit that water. Your guess would be as good as mine. You were not there, buddy. You're no crash expert. You're sonar expert.
And neither you. You're not a crash expert neither. So where are you getting off going to tell someone else that they're not a crash expert whenever this guy from AWP actually retrieves cars from the water basically on a weekly basis? You see, AWP has recovered, I think, 26 cold cases. Cold cases they have retrieved, they have found, and they have solved. So therefore, yes, sonar expert AWP is. Crash test expert, no, he's not. No, neither are you. You see, just because you have a little card that says your name on it, that says your position, does not mean that you are that good at your position. Just like going on further to say about, people that changes tires for a living, or tow truck drivers, or vice versa. We all seem to be decent at our jobs. It all depends on what the other person thinks. Without further ado, guys, let's continue to see what they have to say.
And no, sorry, driving tow trucks does not make you a mechanic, not by a fucking stretch. Let's listen to the rest of this bullshit.
The way the car was found. Okay.
Listen how mad this guy is. This guy, Psychobabble, has an anger problem. Like, if he could take the Xan, you see what I'm saying? It would literally probably make him in a better mood. He literally needs a mood stabilizer. He literally needs something to, well, I don't even know. Let's just continue.
Yeah. Yes. It didn't. It got rolled over on its side, which is how the items that were found yesterday came out.
And Rachel asked, were the keys in the ignition?
I cannot answer that.
And could the cops have put it in neutral before they started pushing it back?
Okay, so that's enough of her mouth. We don't need to hear any more of that nonsense, right? So, hey, Zab Girl, pay attention, okay? Pay attention. Because you owe me an apology, and you're going to apologize, or I'm going to drag you something awful. Now that we know what did happen, now that we know I was right again, Zab Girl. Hello?
Hey, Zab Girl, I guess this gentleman of a guy that proclaims that he is all for non-bullying on his channel, but he starts a big problem because somebody called another woman on a panel a bitch, but he just did the exact same thing and the exact same reason, because he said that Zab Girl was lying on him. So, guys, I hope this video actually opens up your eyes, and it goes to show you this guy right here is not the person he pretends to be. This guy right here is an anger problem. Anger management. That's a good movie, by the way. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Like yourself, love yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. YouTube family, I love you guys. Salute to Creek Squad. RedRebel Nation, I love you guys too. Anyways, guys, your boy Deuce is out. Thank you guys. Have a good one.